Hello, you're watching World Talks on TVP World. My name is Sascha Fahrbach. Recent arrests in Warsaw, including a Turkish national wanted by Interpol and caught with a loaded gun, highlighting growing concerns about foreign organized crime in Poland. These cases may suggest a shift from local gangs to international criminal networks. Now, to understand the scale of the threat and Poland's response, we're now joined by General Jarosław Kraszewski, former Armed Forces Supervision Department Director, Polish National Security Bureau. Good to have you back on TVP World, General. Welcome.
Welcome. Hello. Good morning.
I want to start with this first case, get your security expertise. I mean, this is on the first headline, something disturbing. I mean, this is done through Interpol. Someone caught, Turkish national caught here in Poland. Is this an isolated incident or could there be more of these things? This is just the beginning.
In my opinion, we have been engaged for some years, starting from 2014, when the war began in Ukraine. We are one of the most important targets for the Russian Federation agent network operating in our country. In my opinion, it means that we are facing a lot of such incidents and threats coming just behind the incidents, but the incidents are not connected only with the Russians. They are connected with the multinational group of different people. It's simply not about only organized crime. It's about espionage, sabotage, diversion, and any other kinds of operations which are under the hybrid warfighting. And we've been engaged in this scenario since 2014. In my opinion, the current incident with the Turkish guy is directly connected exactly with the Russian Federation agents operating in Poland. I would like to underline that the Russian Federation has one of the largest network of agents operating around the globe. So due to the situation in Ukraine, full-scale war fighting starting from 2022, such kind of activities like I mentioned before, it's a main goal of the Russians to influence on the Polish society.
Mm-hmm. Also, as you said, you believe, in your opinion, then this is actually getting the backing from Russia. I mean, this is a Turkish national, but I mean, I'm also curious about the wider criminal element. I mean, in your mind, in your opinion, does that mean these foreign gangs, if they're from Georgia, if they're from Ukraine, if they're from Turkey, they all point back to Russia, or is this something that goes parallel? Because there are these different gangs, or in your mind, are they all connected to Russia somehow?
In the past, as you know, we had a lot of problems with the organized crime activities in Poland, gangs operating in some cities around Warsaw, and not only Warsaw. But currently, due to the lot of efforts we made and we put in order to increase the level of security of the Polish citizens living in Poland, and not only, the organized crime is not right now a threat in our country, and we also struggled a lot with international organized crime groups operating not only in Poland. You pointed out the Georgians. Yes, Georgians are right now one of the most difficult group of organized crime people, but as far as I'm concerned, they are operating using the very simple methods to steal money, steal cars, expensive cars, and those are people who don't have a idea how to make huge money. They would like to make huge money in, for instance, in Poland. They know that our economical situation is getting better and better. Our living standards are increased permanently. And this is why Poland is a good piece of terrain to operate by such people like Georgians. But hopefully we increase the level of secret services in Poland. Mostly all the aspects of daily life in Poland is covered by the dedicated special group of secret service. As we can see right now on the TV screen is ABW, which is in charge of internal security. Police has a special group, military having the military police, and other agencies connected together under political control, connected, exchange the information about the criminal, international criminal groups operating in our country. Also, we are not living in the bubble. We are openly connected with any other organization within the European Union, as well as a military. Military is in the permanent connection with the NATO agencies dealing with the intelligence and reconnaissance to give a current perspective and the prediction of the potential threats coming close to our borders. So as of now, we can feel pretty much safe.
All right, it's good to hear that you give that assessment. I'm just also curious, you mentioned there as well, and we saw the images, the border guards, police, intelligence agencies, interagency cooperation. Has that, in your mind, improved now? Is there enough that these agencies require? I mean, we mentioned a part of this case at the beginning with the Turkish suspect. That was done because of Interpol and cooperation. How is that, in your mind, an expertise? Has that improved in the last years here in Poland?
Yes, you're completely right. It has been improved. It's again, in my opinion, at the highest level of performance regarding the operations conducted by the secret services in Poland. There is one area which is still under development, is the situation along the border with Belarus. As you know, is a special kind of obstacles located along the border, but anyway, the Russians are trying to influence as much as possible to convince people to cross the border and the river and the fence or whatever and go to Poland and the other European Union countries. And in this field, we are in a close cooperation with not only the EU and NATO organization, but the most important is cooperation with the B9 countries as well as with Ukraine, because Ukrainian intelligence, the civilian and the military works pretty much good. They have a lot of information about potential threats approaching to Polish territory, as well as they have a lot of information included in the classified and special databases about potential criminals trying to organize the activities in our country. Again, we are part of the hybrid war fighting with the Russian Federation, and we have to be fully aware of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and as you said, there's that obviously threat from many sides. As you said at the beginning, there is a target really on Poland. That's something that agents of various directions looking for. I'm also curious about, if we look at the future a little bit, just tell us briefly, which area now should Poland focus on? I mean, is it more to prevent this, if you can prevent these gangs from taking foot here? Is it more in laws? Is it technology? Where is it more operatives? Like, where is the next steps to prevent more of this from happening?
The governmental project called the Eastern Shield is one of the fields we have to accomplish very quickly. It's going to be fully equipped with all the high technology electronic devices just to prevent our territory against any attempts to enter in. Later, the next, which is so important, is satellite imagery and satellite communication and satellite tracking in real time. This is the field where Poland has been doing a lot of activities, has been making a lot of efforts in order to get the national own satellite system that it's in the Polish hands. We will be able to task the satellites to observe particular objects which are under the interest of the Secret Service, but also the communication. And in the current and future war fighting and such operations like the bodyguards, police, and the Secret Service, they must have, it's better, they must have the access to the classified, very quick, robust satellite communication in order to exchange the information among the participants of the system in the time which is so close to the real time. And this is why right now there are talks with the EU, European Space Agency, and some potential manufacturers who could provide at least the TOT, and Poland can install such objects flying in the air.
All right, so
this is the most important.
Okay, so it sounds like it's going to be a range of things, you said, from satellite technology to more interagency cooperation, but I think ultimately it's going to be an issue that Poland and as many countries will have to face to work together to prevent it. Look, thank you so much for all that. Really appreciate it. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Yes,
that was General Jarosław Kraszewski. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching World Talks, but stay tuned. There's much more coming up right here on TVP World, so don't go away.